Perfect. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. My name is Juan Cortez, and I am the Commercial Accounts Representative at Ava Community Energy. I appreciate you taking the time to learn more about Ava and the upcoming transition. If you have any questions during the presentation, please feel free to submit them in the Q&A section. Just a quick reminder not to include any private information, as this is a public webinar. With that, let's get started. Here is the agenda for today's presentation. First, we will provide an overview of Ava Community Energy. Next, we will walk through how billing works and where Ava charges appear on your PG&E bill. And finally, we will review details about the upcoming enrollment for customers in unincorporated San Joaquin County. Now, let's take a closer look at Ava Community Energy. Ava Community Energy, or Ava for short, is a local community choice energy provider that supplies electricity generation for Alameda County and the cities of Stockton, Lathrop, and Tracy. In May 2026, we will begin enrollment of eligible customers in unincorporated San Joaquin County. As a not-for-profit public agency, Ava reinvests revenue back into the communities we serve. These investments support local programs, discounted energy rates, bill credits, clean energy projects, and partnerships with community organizations. Here is a map of the areas we currently serve, which includes Alameda County and the cities of Stockton, Lathrop, and Tracy. Beginning in May 2026, Ava will expand service to unincorporated San Joaquin County. You will be included in this enrollment if you currently receive electricity from PG&E and are not served by a local utility district. It is important to note that this enrollment is automatic. California law under AB 117 requires community choice agencies like Ava to automatically enroll eligible customer once services begin. As a public agency, Ava is governed by a board of directors made up of locally elected officials from the communities we serve. The board meets monthly, and all meetings are open to the public. Board members receive a $128 stipend for each meeting they attend. In addition, Ava has a community advisory committee that serves as a liaison between the community and our board. For unincorporated San Joaquin County, Supervisor Rickman played a key role in helping bring Ava services to the area because he wanted residents and businesses here to benefit from the programs and savings Ava provides. Here's a brief look at the history of our agency. In 2018, Ava launched service across most of Alameda County, and in 2021, we expanded to the cities of Newark and Pleasanton, as well as our first San Joaquin County community, Tracy. And in 2025, we continued expanding to San Joaquin County with the enrollment of Stockton and Lathrop. And this year, we're excited to begin serving customers in unincorporated San Joaquin County. You may be wondering how Ava fits into the electricity system when PG&E owns the infrastructure that powers homes and businesses. Before Ava began service, PG&E provided three main services that make up your energy bill, which are delivery, generation, and natural gas. Delivery refers to maintaining power lines and delivering electricity to your home or business. When Ava begins service, we simply replace PG&E in the generation portion of your bill. I want to emphasize the word replace. Ava is not an additional charge. Before community choice programs like Ava existed, PG&E was the only option for electricity generation for most customers. Ava is not the only community choice provider in California. In fact, there are currently 25 community choice aggregators, and together we serve more than 14 million customers across over 200 communities. In 2025 alone, Ava saved customers over $38.9 million in electricity costs. And since launching in 2018, we saved customers more than $180 million, and that total continues to grow. When you enroll with Ava, your current PG&E rate schedule will transfer over automatically. Customers can choose between two energy options that we offer: Bright Choice is the default option and is currently offered at a 0.5% discount compared to PG&E. It includes about 62% renewable energy. Renewable 100 is our premium option, which provides 100% renewable energy from wind and solar. Customers can switch between these options at any time. Since launching in 2018, Ava has consistently offered generation rates lower than PG&E, which has helped create more than $180 million in savings. For the first several years, our discount averaged around 1%. From July 2023 through the end of 2025, we increased our discount to 5%, which was our highest discount. During that time, electricity rates across California were reaching historic highs, so offering a higher discount helped customers provide some meaningful savings. In addition to these discounts, Ava also issued $32 million in customer bill credits in 2024 and 2025. This year, our discount is lower because generation costs across our portfolio have dropped by about 20%, while system fees have increased. I'll explain system fees in more detail later in the presentation. We understand that many homes and businesses in this area have solar systems. If you enroll with Ava, your current PG&E rate schedule and net energy metering status will transfer over. So if you are currently on NEM 1 or NEM 2, you'll keep that status. Solar customers will still receive one monthly bill from PG&E. The main difference is that generation charges and credits will come from Ava instead of PG&E, while delivery charges will continue to come from PG&E. Ava's net energy metering policy closely mirrors PG&E's to make this transition simple. Our Bright Choice generation rates are approximately 0.5% lower than PG&E's across all rate schedules. When a solar customer enrolls with Ava, PG&E will perform a true-up and cash out any remaining balances. After enrollment, customers will have two annual true-ups, one with Ava for generation charges and one with PG&E for delivery charges. Customers also have the option to choose monthly or annual billing for generation charges, with monthly billing being the default. There are several benefits to Ava service. First is lower rates. Since 2018, we have consistently offered generation rates lower than PG&E. Second is local control and investment. Ava is governed by locally elected officials who guide decisions that benefit the communities we serve. Third is sustainability. Ava has a goal of providing 100% carbon-free electricity by 2030, which is 15 years ahead of California's 2045 goal. And finally, customer choice. Customers can choose between Ava or PG&E for generation service and have access to programs from both agencies. Ava reinvests revenue directly into the communities we serve. As of the end of 2025, we have invested more than $103 million in customer programs. These programs support initiatives such as solar and battery storage at critical facilities, EV charging infrastructure, and an e-bike rebate program. We have also invested more than $11 million in community initiatives, including workforce development programs, local partnerships, and community sponsorships. Ava also invests in renewable energy projects. We currently have 27 power purchase agreements supporting wind, solar, and battery storage. These projects represent approximately 1,495 megawatts of renewable energy capacity and nearly 1,000 megawatts of battery storage. These investments help bring more clean energy onto California's power grid. Now, let's review how electricity billing works once Ava becomes your generation provider. Our goal here is to show exactly how charges appear on your PG&E bill so there are no surprises. And that is a typo. It's supposed to say business sample bill. Sorry about that. Customers will continue receiving one monthly bill from PG&E. PG&E will continue handling billing and will include both delivery charges and Ava generation charges. Ava charges are not an extra cost. They simply replace the generation charges previously provided by PG&E. Your bill will show three main categories: PG&E delivery charges, AVA generation charges, and your natural gas charges. The delivery section of the bill includes several items. One is the generation credit, which represents what PG&E would have charged for generation service. Given PG&E will no longer be providing this service, they will apply this credit. You will also see the Power Charge Indifferent Adjustment, or PCIA, which helps cover PG&E's existing power contracts. Another item is the franchise fee surcharge, which helps cover the cost of using public right-of-ways for electric service. These charges together are known as system fees. These fees are additional charges that are set and collected by PG&E. Although they appear as charges on the PG&E page, AVA provides matching credits on the generation page so that they will offset each other. On the generation section of the bill, you will see your PG&E rate schedule and your AVA service plan. You will also see credits from AVA for the PCIA and franchise fee surcharge, which offset those charges shown on the delivery page. The Bright Choice line item shows the discount we provided customers compared to what they would have paid PG&E. Net energy charges reflect the cost of electricity used during the billing period. Taxes such as the Energy Commission tax and local utility users tax apply regardless of your electricity provider. Now let's review the details of the enrollment of unincorporated San Joaquin County. The California Public Utilities Commission requires AVA to send 4 customer notifications: 2 before enrollment and 2 following enrollment. Customers receive these notifications by email if PG&E has an email address on file, or by mail if an email address is not available. To make sure customers are informed, we have also conducted additional outreach. These include partnerships with community organizations, municipal partners, business groups, and other trusted community partners. Enrollment with AVA is optional, and customers can opt out at any time with no penalties. Customers can opt out by contacting our customer service team or by completing our online opt-out form. Standard customers will begin enrollment in May 2026 based on their individual PG&E meter read date. These customers will see their first bill with AVA charges in June. Solar customers will be enrolled closer to their individual PG&E true-up date since enrollment triggers a true-up. Because of this, solar customer enrollment will occur gradually for the next 12 months. Here are some of the most common questions and misconceptions about AVA service. Why the auto enrollment? Your local elected officials chose AVA as your electricity provider, and state law requires automatic enrollment. You can opt out at any time at no cost and stay with PG&E if you prefer. Is this an extra cost? No. AVA replaces PG&E's generation charges and costs about 0.5% less. PG&E still delivers power, maintains lines, bills you, and handles outages. Was that AVA knocking on my door? No, AVA does not go door to door or partner with gas providers. If someone claims they do, ask for their information and report them to AVA. Why are elected officials on your board? AVA is a public, not-for-profit agency governed by locally elected officials. They receive a $130 stipend per meeting, and all meetings are open to the public. And lastly, how can AVA offer lower rates than PG&E? As a not-for-profit, AVA has no shareholders, lower overhead, and access to low-cost financing. Savings are reinvested in the community and not paid as profits. This concludes today's presentation. Thank you again for taking the time to learn more about AVA Community Energy. If you have any questions later, our customer service team is available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and assistance is also available in Spanish. Thank you, and we appreciate your time today. I will now be taking questions. Let me stop the recording.